Hello, everyone. Welcome to the SAT Math Homework 1 Solutions recording. And the gentleman you see on the PowerPoint, his name is W.E.B. Du Bois, someone I admire, someone I hope that you will admire too. Although best known for his landmark 1903 book, The Souls of Black Folk, W.E.B. Du Bois was far more than an eloquent essayist and chronicler of African American life. Born in 1868 in Western Massachusetts, Du Bois lived through a remarkable sweep of African American history 5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, in that's when he was born, declared slavery ended, to the eve of the March on Washington. Dr. Du Bois died on August 27, 1963, one day before the march. A revolutionary thinker far ahead of his time, Du Bois blazed trails as a civil rights activist, visionary scholar, scientist, historian, educator, editor, and outspoken public intellectual. His pioneering research and theories, prolific writing about Black and white social dynamics and racial identity, and deep understanding of U.S. history, global politics, political movements, and public education, art, and literature make Du Bois one of America's intellectual giants. His ties to Harvard are deep and complicated. Du Bois went to all-Black Fisk University in Tennessee without the means to afford Harvard College. After graduating, he entered Harvard in 1888 and earned a second bachelor's degree, cum laude, in 1890. In 1891, Du Bois completed a master's degree at Harvard and headed to the University of Berlin before returning to Cambridge to pursue a PhD in history. In 1895, he became the first African American to earn a doctorate at Harvard. The honor, I assure you, was Harvard's, Du Bois reportedly once said. Now to the homework solutions, which I'm sure you're all waiting bated breath. So, keeping in mind the lecture, we're going to go through the solution step by step. So the first problem was if y is equal to kx, where k is a constant and y is equal to 24 when x is equal to 6, what is the value of y when x is equal to 5? You're given 4 choices. So the first step, substitute y is equal to 24 and x is equal to 6, and then solve for k. So you go back to the original equation, y is equal to 24, x is equal to 6. When you solve for k, k is equal to 4. Now that you have the solution for k, you can then go back to the original equation, plug in 4 and 5, you get 20. That leads you to option C. If a squared plus b squared is equal to x, and the product of AB is y, which of the following is equivalent to 4x plus 8y? So they give you these 4 quantities. So what you have to do is decide on how you're going to solve for 4x and 8y. It has to be some kind of value. So you're given that x is this equation and AB equal to y is the value for y. So what you do is you pick something simple. You pick something low, like 2 and 3. So for x, you square the a, which is 2. You square the b, which is 3. That's 4 plus 9 is 13. For y, you're going to multiply the 2 and the 3, and you get 6. So then you plug it into 4x plus 8y. You get 4 times 13 plus x times 6. 52 plus 48 is equal to 100. So then you have to kind of plug and chug which answer equals 100. So if you notice, you've got a plus 2b quantity squared. That comes to 2 plus 6 quantity squared, which is 8 squared, which is 64. That's no. If you notice, I have b bolded because that's 2a plus 2b quantity squared. 2 times 2 plus 2 times 3 quantity squared, 4 plus 6, which is 10 squared. Yes. Now I'm going to show you the answers to C and D. But in reality, on the SAT, because you don't have a whole lot of time, once you get to this exact answer, you're done. You go to the next question. But just in case you were curious, the answer to C is 400, and the answer to D is 1024. Just wanted to show you the logic and the reason why you would just go to the next question. Number 3, the expression 5x minus 2 over x plus 3 is equivalent to which of the following? Now, be careful on this. The way the software does it, or it may do it in the test, and it does it also here, is this is 5 minus 3 divided by 2. This is 5 minus 2. Notice they didn't put it in parentheses. Divided by 3. And then this is 5 minus 2 over x plus 3. And this is 5 minus 17 over x plus 3. So what's important is all of this goes in the numerator. There's only a negative 2 in this numerator over the 3. There's only a negative 2 in this numerator over the x plus 3. There's only a negative 17 in this numerator over the x plus 3. Now, again, you do the pick numbers and substitute. I like low numbers, so let's do x equal to 2. So once you plug in your 2, you get 10 minus 2 in the numerator and 2 plus 3 in the denominator. So you get x over 5. So which answer is exactly x over 5? Or excuse me, not x over 5, 8 over 5. So here's where I'm doing the math for A and B, but if you notice, you've got a 2 in the denominator for A. You've got a 3 in the denominator for B. Just for the sake of test-taking strategy, I would skip A and B. But I've worked through it. If you notice, A is 1, B is 4 1/3. So they're obviously not it. C and D I would concentrate on because as you plug in that 2 in both in both denominators, you will come out with something that has a 5 in the denominator. C is obviously not it because it works out to 4 3/5. D is where you hit the money. So you've got 5 minus 17 over 2 plus 3, 5 minus 17 over 5. You get common denominators. You multiply this 5 times the 5 over 1, and then you get 25 over 5, and 25 minus 17 is 8. So D is the answer. In this case, you would probably have to work through all of them to get to your final answer. 4, if A, B, and C are 3 positive integers, and A is greater than B, and B is greater than C, then which of the following is closest to the product of A, B, and C? Now, on your homework, I may have transcribed this incorrectly, and I'm giving myself the note to apologize. I think I put a slash here, and if you worked it out, it would be 1/2. That's not what you want. So, and it's also, as you'll see, A is going to be your correct answer. I would say for this error on the teacher's part, you get full credit for this. But let's do our pick numbers and substitute. But here's the thing I want you to know. Is closest to. We're not looking for an exact number. We're looking for something that is closest to the term. So we're going to do for our positive integers, we've got this inequality. A is greater than B is greater than C. 4 is greater than 3 is greater than 2 fulfills the inequality. So does 3 greater than 2 greater than 1, but we just picked this one. So we're going to make A4, B3, C2. That means the product of ABC is going to be 24. And then what we're asking is which answer is closest to, but not exactly, 24. And this is what I said. If you leave out that slash, and you get full credit for this. So it's 4 minus 1 times 3 times 2. 3 times 3 times 3 is 18. 24 minus 18 is 6. In this one, you kind of have to go through plugging and chugging. 4 times 3 minus 1 times 2. And then you'll get 16. 24 minus 16 is 8. AB times quantity C minus 1, and then you get 4 times 3, 2 minus 1, which is 12. 24 minus 12 is 12. And if you notice, this is 50% of the way to 24. And then you get the same result, A times B plus 1 quantity enclosed times C is equal to 4 times quantity 3 plus 1 times 2. 4 times 4 times 2 is 32 minus 24, which is 8. So the closest to 24 is actually answer A. And that's why I say you get full credit for that, for my error of transcribing the number. So the fifth one, if y is equal to 3 to the x power and x and y are both positive integers, which of the following is equivalent to 9x plus 3 to the quantity x plus 1? So in other words, this base is raised to the x plus 1 power. And you've got y cubed, 3y plus 3, y times quantity y plus 3, and then y squared plus 3. So use the pick numbers and substitute method, and I know this is getting exhausting, but go with it. So we're going to pick a low number, x is equal to 2. So then y is 3 to the second power, 3 squared is 9. And then 9x plus 3x plus 1 is going to be 9 squared plus 3 to the 2 plus 1, which is 9 squared plus 3 cubed. That's 81 plus 27, which is 108. In this case, you're looking for an exact number. Which choice is equal to 108? Y cubed is 729. Nope. 3y plus 3. 3 times 9 plus 3 is 27 plus 3, 30. Nope. Y times quantity y plus 3. So it's going to be 9 times 9 plus 3. 9 times 12 is 108. So at this point, you wouldn't even go to D. You would stop at C. You would circle C. You would go to the next problem. Last problem, and I know this is going pretty fast, but you now have this recording that you can go back to and reference and replay. And if you have any questions, either you or your parents can email me. But this is the last problem. Hallelujah. Number 6, if m over n is equal to 2 over 3, what is the value of 2 times n over m plus 5? And there are no answer choices. Okay, so this kind of, the software kind of wrapped it around, but this is one formula together, the 2 times n over n plus 5. So your answer is, you're already given what m is. M is 2 in the numerator. N is 3 in the denominator. So then n over m is just going to be, the reciprocal is going to be 3 over 2, because n is 3, m is 2. So when you plug it in, you notice that the 2's cancel. You're just left with 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. And that is the end of the homework review. And of course, this will be posted on Friday evening, and I will see you Saturday morning. And if you have any questions, again, please email me. Take care, guys. See you Saturday morning, bright and early.